Sweet honey, deep down inside, the smell of her perfume.
There's so many other people that you've got to rely on to row that waka. Acknowledge Te Miringa as a loss for Taranaki. And because behind the story, if I can talk a little bit about the story, there's many layers to it. And I guess when we talk about creativity, is that how can we imbue as many layers as possible so we can tell a story. And those layers really, they tell a story that's not just about smoking decks. The essence of the story is that what we wanted to achieve in this documentary is point out to people that that really being in this world, it's difficult enough sometimes to be connected in ourselves and in the relationships that we have with other people. That's difficult enough as it is. So once we go wayward with that and choose a pathway of taking drugs and alcohol along the way, that doesn't really help to maintaining that positive relationship that we have with ourselves and we have with other people. And so the story goes into the layers about that, and there's been a lot of sharing in this documentary, which was pointed out by Judge Murfitt and those young people who have laid themselves on the line.
Remember who you are. Don't ever forget who you are. And drugs will do that to you. They'll make you forget who you are. They'll start making you believe that you're someone else. Take back over. You'll just get to a point where you just feel it's sort of like you've wasted your life.
Paranoia got me anxious when I think it's sativa. Confused visions of me bleeding out the reefer.
The insecurity of when you're around people, like what they think of you. So like they might think you're a big drug addict, so I'll go smoke some more.
Just stay, and maybe we can just something. Don't leave, you know we can have a blaze.
Yeah, I cover up my problems with alcohol and drugs, and it only works for maybe that night.
In my life, yeah, living with the pain and strife, pulling out the knives, now the evil has arrived.
I felt a bit hazy, like imagine myself stoned, like not sure where I'm gonna go in life sort of thing.
Like sweet honey, gotta find the right chick. Never forget who you are. Never forget who you are.
So lucky. You're so lucky. You're so fortunate to have this. It's what's been needed for such a long time. Though you may not drive a great big Cadillac, gangsta white walls, TV antenna in the back. You may not have a car at all. Just remember, brothers and sisters, you can still stand tall. white walls, TV antenna in the back, diamonds in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gasoline. Ooh. Diamonds in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gasoline. Ooh. You boys are meant to be the gangsters. Diamonds in the back, sunroof top, digging the scene with a gasoline. Ooh. We are all the same people, living in the same old way. Corruption fuels my mind, yes, it fuels my mind every day. So I must stand tall like a steamboat and triumph through this world with grace. For I am the river, and the river fills my embrace. Na 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 na, oh yeah, I can sing.
I'd just like to speak on behalf of the production crew who worked on this documentary. And before I do, I just want to say it all starts, the fulcrum really was with Judge Murfitt, and I'd just like to acknowledge what a nice person you are. And, but I'm serious about that, because what he had to do was break down the stereotype, come out from behind and go and face the challenges of our community. And it will be a loss to Taranaki when you go, but you have left a good legacy behind you in this documentary, and acknowledging Kora, who has a very special technique in working. 5-day shoot, and at different times a circle would form and everybody had their turn to speak. It was a very inclusive way to work, and indicative of Kora and the way he does work, so that's a testament to Kora. I'd like to say thank you the Waves Board of Trustees and the people who helped sponsor this, Contact Energy and Shell, and basically that's really important. With this documentary, there was such a short window of time to get Fran, Kora and Hunuki-Hemopo in one place at one time. They're very busy men. I really pay tribute to Fran and Rio, who really showed a true passion, and it kind of was just oozed out of them, and picked up by Waiata, Danny, Lanny and MacD, and it was just an instant kind of bond, and that's where the magic happens, is the inspiration. It's the fire, the inspiration within you to go on and do your music, and that's what it needs, that trigger, and Fran and Rio helped to be that trigger, and I'm very thankful for that.
So I just wanted to bring the cast and crew, if they could all come up here, just for a moment of time, because I think it's really important that you can see their faces.
I left until last the task of acknowledging the four rangatahi, Mark, Lani, Waiata, Danny. You're the heroes of this movie, along with the wonderful musicians, Fran and Rio. Thank you all for giving your time, giving your honesty, and just the sheer, genuine, raw emotion in all this. Thank you also to the crew. I was really amazed when, in my courtroom, this team turned up. It was like the United Nations. There was German, there was Irish, there was English, there was languages from all around the world. 2 or 3 cameras, there were sound men, there was the editors. There was a huge effort. I'd like to thank the Trust Board of Waves. It has been a challenge. It has been one that they've risen to in generating this film. So I think they also deserve a great hand.
But let's just acknowledge these fine folk and the job that they've done up here